6th grade. We're going to review the 5 elements of art vocabulary, okay? Very quickly until we go into the new material and the new artists that we're going to study, okay? Really quickly, I want to make sure you guys remember line. Raise your hand if you remember the scholarly definition of line. Kayla.
A moving tool.
Is line a moving tool? Somebody help her out. Kaylin.
A mark drawn by a moving tool.
Can you repeat it, Kaylin?
A mark drawn by a moving tool.
Thank you. A mark drawn with a moving tool, right? Perfect. All right, our next element is shape. Who remembers the formal definition of shape? Decorian.
An enclosed space defined by line.
An enclosed space defined by line. But there's one bit. How many dimensions? 2 dimensions, right? Because if it was 3 dimensions, what would it be? It would be a 3D shape, otherwise known as...
A sphere.
A 3D dimension.
Well, a sphere is definitely a 3D shape, but the formal definition of a 3-dimensional shape is what? A form. Thank you. All right? Texture. Michael.
The lightness or darkness of fluid.
No, you know what? I'm not going to let you get away with that one. I want you to think. Texture. Because you just know the definition of something, but I want you to think what texture is, not even related to art. This is one of those words that means the same in the art world and the regular world. Texture. Somebody give him a key word. Just one word that's the key word. Emily. Ashley.
Like feel. Something feels or looks.
Just one, what is the one key word?
Oh, texture, the roughness or...
Help him out.
The roughness, or how you can look at it and see what the texture of the paper looks like.
So we're in the area of the formal definition, all right? But it's not just the roughness, right? Help him out. Tara.
The way something feels or look like it may feel.
Thank you. In art, okay? So it's the way something feels or looks like it may feel. In art and in the regular world, right? That's the definition of texture. Now, Michael, can you tell us the definition of texture? Now, can you look at me and tell me? That's right. Okay? So, don't forget that. Color. All right. Go ahead. Color.
It is the reflection of light.
Yeah, it is. It is. So color is a kind of a science word, right? Color. Who can give me that formal art definition? Yes.
Reflected light.
Okay. Reflected light is definitely the key word. It's the element produced by reflected light. Okay? Now, what is color? The definition of color?
It is an element that is used by reflected light.
Is it used by reflected light?
It is reflected light.
Produced.
Produced by reflected light.
Yeah. So Miss Carter's just being super duper technical, but I want you guys to know the formal definitions, okay? Because once you pull it all together, then your brain will understand, okay? Who can give me an example? What are we talking about? Reflected light. What the what? So if I put my mirror up to this light, will I get color?
Yeah, no.
No. So what am I talking about? Who can give me that scientific reason why color is produced by reflected light? Okay. Let me hear from Dejanique.
The color is the element produced by reflected light from the sun.
Okay.
That makes 3 colors in its primary colors.
What are those primary colors that it makes?
Red, blue, and yellow.
Okay. And what happens? So those colors are in the sun? What are they doing? They're just like chilling. We're in the sun. We're chilling.
they make secondary colors?
Yes, but how? Now you build off of her answer, because you're right.
They make secondary colors because once you mix a primary color with another primary color, it makes a secondary color. And
Where is this happening though? Where is this mixing happening, Ashley?
Because of the teardrop, the like rainfall drops that are like left in the sky, and the sun, like once it shines on it, it reflects it, and then like the colors come out, like the primary colors come out, and then they mix, and you see the secondary colors and the rainbow.
Beautiful. And the rainbow, right? What in the rainbow? So this color is the element that has the most vocabulary and information attached to it, right? That was beautiful. You guys give yourself some snaps for that. I like to hear that my students are learning. Science, mathematics, reading, writing, everything through art. That's awesome. All right, so there's an order in which sometimes in the rainbow, do you see like red on top and then green first sometimes? Like what is the order? Is it the same order all the time? No? What is it? It's not the same order all the time?
yes, it is.
Okay, give me a thumbs up if you think those colors occur in the sky after those moisture particles mix and the sun beams down on them. All that eloquence that she said. Do they come in the same order, the colors? Yes or no? Thumbs up if you think so. To the side if you just don't know. And thumbs down if you totally disagree. Okay? Don't know, not sure. All right, somebody, tell us. What's the truth? Let's see. Sherman.
They kind of in the same order because you taught us the order called OG.
There you go.
Red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Yeah, red.
Reggie Bip. What's that P stand for?
Oh, purple.
Yeah, there you go. All right, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
I'm red.
You got it. All right. So we got that element. Space. This is the tricky one. Space, space, space. How is space defined in art? You know it? Let's see. Let me hear from somebody I haven't heard from. Have I heard from you, Irvin? Okay, space. Can you just define space for me?
The negative or positive space inside of an object.
Okay, so we know what that means because we are the scholarly artists of KIPP Liberation. But if we were trying to explain that to someone, how could we break that down? Because we know what negative space and positive space is because we've been learning this. But how can we break that down? Okay? This is a tough one. But I know you know it. Somebody in here is going to help us. So we're going to break that down just like we broke down color. Space. All right.
Positive, like you could say, positive space is the white, like it's the white, and then which
Track the
is
speaker, Michael.
like it could be positive space could be white outside, and then negative space could be black inside though.
Okay, now when we were learning space, we learned keywords, right? Those keywords weren't anything, they didn't have anything to do with color. So we're going to come back to you because you're going to pull that all together in a more scholarly way. All right? Terrell, help him out.
Positive space is a space like inside of an object, and negative space is a space around, between, and on the side of it.
What's that keyword? You got the keyword to positive space. What is the keyword to positive space? Everybody.
Within.
Within. The space within an object. Kayla, track. All right, the space within an object is the what? Now, do you guys remember when we were learning this? Negative space is the Negative space is the What is that Say it. Negative space is the
Emptiness.
Yes, it's the emptiness. Now, negative space is the emptiness. Negative space is the emptiness. Get it in your brain. So that way when you're looking at an art composition, a painting, photograph, a landscape, then you're going to remember the negative space is the emptiness. Remember, what was the example that we used to teach negative space? To show, like Terrell was saying, the emptiness around, above, below, between. What was it, Kayla?
Well, when you showed us emptiness, you showed us a cup. It was like a cup and it had white around it, and the negative space was the cup. It was like black.
Well, I used the coffee mug, right? A coffee mug, the one that I drew, right? And the coffee mug itself contained all the positive space. But the negative space was in between the what? The handle, right? Negative space right in between the handle. Perfect. So space is positive and negative space. So it's the space within and around and outside. Okay? Positive space and the negative space. So there's my cute little picture. It says, let's learn about an artist who beautifully incorporates all 5 of the elements in his artwork. Okay? This artist's name is Chidi Okoye. Can you guys say that?
Chidi Okoye.
Chidi Okoye, right? He is from Nigeria. Okay? Raise your hand if you know anything about Nigeria. Well, I know you do, Mr. Nigerian fan. All right, we're going to learn just a little bit, okay? Can somebody go up to the board and point out all 7? I just want somebody who knows them like this. All 7 of the continents, okay? Now, I see people with their hands raised, okay? Raise your hand if this continent business is really not your thing, like you really want to learn more, you want to be able to raise your hand when I do this and say, know the continents like that, okay? All right, well, you're in the perfect place because this is school, and we're going to teach the continents. All right, so that scholarly artist who knows it for sure. All right, Decorian. Go on up, buddy. Just point them out. Point them out. Point them out.
Okay. North America.
Go straight up there.
Mm-hmm. North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Europe, and Australia, and Antarctica.
Perfect. Snap, snap, snap.
Yeah.
Perfect. All right, now, where is Africa? Okay, go ahead, buddy. Real quickly. And I want you to stay up there.
In the center middle of the world.
That's it, right there. Now, there's a little bitty, this is off the topic, but I just think this is fun to do. This little bitty island right there. Who knows what that island is? Do you know?
Yeah.
What is it, buddy?
Madagascar.
Perfect. Yeah, I just like to show you guys that little thing because you guys think about Madagascar and you think about what?
The little animals.
Yeah, little animals in the movie. Yeah, exactly. All right, but look, Madagascar is a country inside of a continent. The continent is Africa. A continent is the biggest landmass on our planet. All right? There are countries inside of the continent. Well, most of them. There's one country where there's one continent where there's only one or two countries. Who can tell me that? Sherman. Asia? Now listen to the question because I was stuttering and I messed it up. Okay? There's a continent that only has its own country. Okay? So the whole continent is one country. Australia. But the tricky part about that is this island right here.
That's a country.
That is a country, and it is New Zealand.
And that's is Antarctica.
Right? Thank you, Michael. So Antarctica also is one whole big country, and it's one big continent. Africa, on the other hand, is a continent that has a lot of different countries. right? Hundreds, actually. But the country that we're talking about, I'm going to zoom in a little bit, is Nigeria. Okay? There's a continent, and there is the country within. So when you look at a map, these maps are not just colorful to make them beautiful. Each color and each shape, organic shape, represents a different country. So this one right here, this little green shape, shows you the location and the shape of Nigeria. And there's the Nigerian flag. So here we go. Continent. Somebody give me the definition of the word continent. A continent is, I'm hearing from the same people. Michael, I want you to track. A continent is, Decorian?
It's a continent is a part of the I forgot what I was gonna say, a section of the world.
That's true. That is what? Michael?
As one of the biggest.
It is. That's right, Michael. It is the largest, okay, area of land, yes. So countries, just track this because I want you guys to see how it goes. So the continent is the largest. The next largest is a country. The next largest is a state. Now what is inside of states? Just tell me.
Cities.
Cities. Perfect. All right. Now what's inside of cities? Might be getting tricky.
Counties.
Counties. There you go. Now what's inside of counties?
Neighborhood.
That's perfect. You got it just right. Now what's in your neighborhood?
Houses.
Yes, your home. Okay? So when you guys think about continents, those of you who are kind of off to the side with your thumb or thumbs down, like you didn't raise your hand when you didn't know your continents, all right, the first thing to do is to know what a continent even is. Okay? So if we went back to our map, you'll see those land masses that DQ pointed out. There are 7 of them. 7 huge land masses, right? What is the name of the continent that we're on? Just tell me.
South America.
We're in South America?
North America.
North America. That's okay. You know what? We're just going to go back to our map and take a look. Hey, Chitty. We're going to take a look at our map here. Okay, so let's see. North America.
It is in Canada.
Is it?
No.
Michael, can you go up and point out North America, please?
Where we live?
Where we live. Perfect. That's right, United States, all right? So, United States, all right, you guys do a little celebratory dance. Have a seat, buddy. All right, so we lived in the United States and North America. Down here is what?
South America.
Can somebody, let me just hear some popcorn answers. Name the countries that are in South America. I just want to hear it. Brazil.
Chile.
Chile.
Argentina.
Argentina. Cuba, right? All right. Now, the continent that we're actually talking about, can we popcorn some of those, some countries that are on that continent? Just let me hear it. Sudan. Ethiopia. Nigeria. Madagascar. Congo. Awesome. Okay, but the country we're talking about is Nigeria. Right? So when we get ready to, we're going to talk about more about Nigeria, and I'm going to show you some pictures of what that place looks like. We're going to get an idea of this beautiful place that our artist Chidi Okoye comes from, and then we're going to create artwork inspired by his art. That's awesome. Do you see how our team, our whole Liberation team, we work together? So that way, when you're in art, it's not just about making pretty pictures. You're learning about the world and people and cultures and writing and reading. You guys got it?
Yeah.
All right, so give me some snaps if you're ready to create some art. Me too. All right, cool. All right, DR, you can cut it.